Their main interest has been to exploit the economy of Uganda and Ugandan Africans. They have been milking the economy of the country.
My name is Rose Jopanputra. I left Uganda when I was 11 years old. We've been in Canada now about 45, 46 years.
Rose Jopanputra's family lived in Kampala, Uganda for more than 40 years. This family, amongst many, never thought they would experience a tragedy that would completely change their lives. In 1971, Idi Amin had overthrown Uganda's second president, Milton Obote, and thereafter made Uganda a military government. In early August of 1972, he ordered all civilians with Asian descent to leave the country within a 90-day period. At the time, there were approximately 80,000 Asians living in Uganda.
We ended up being stateless because he had revoked all non-blacks' citizenships.
This news left Rose and her family in complete shock, as Uganda had been their home for more than 40 years.
It was very tense because the military actually was literally invading people's houses, pulling people out of their houses, stopping cars randomly. They were literally killing people that were non-blacks.
Rose and her family left most of their belongings in Kampala. On 10th November 1972, they fled Uganda.
So we basically got on a plane, didn't know where we were going, and we ended up in Austria. A lot of people that were Ugandan citizens ended up being stateless and then being in refugee camps.
Rose and her family lived in 3 different refugee camps in Vienna between 1972 and 1976. They faced a new set of challenges there.
So we went to Austria in the winter. So it was November, so it was winter, never seen snow before. And seen snow for the first time, weren't prepared at all. We had to literally line up for our food. We lived in a room with like 3-4 families. We had to share bathrooms. We were lagged behind in our education because for 3 years we really didn't have a curriculum that we could follow because we had to learn German in order to go to school in Austria.
After 3 years of immense struggle, they were able to move to Canada through the help of Rose's uncle, who had just become eligible to sponsor family members.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto. The local time is 11 minutes past 7 o'clock. For your safety and the safety of those passengers seated around you, we ask you to please remain seated with your seatbelt.
When we came to Canada, when we came to Kitchener, I remember the first place that we lived in was a 1-bedroom apartment. And we were like 5 of us, 3 kids and 2 parents. And we were given a bed. So my parents slept in the bedroom on the box spring, and we slept on the mattress. And that's how we lived for a few years. And then we ended up moving to another place where the housing was subsidized. So adjustment, you never adjust to the weather because the weather is very erratic and cold, and you never adjust to life here because it's hard. Like, in terms of impact, it changed our life completely, right? Like, any crisis that happens changes your life within seconds, within minutes, right? You just have to adjust.